Okay. If this video looks a little shaky, it's because I've got my phone resting in its holder thing on top of a crutch that I'm holding because I don't want to have to move the cat tower over because the cat's attacking every time. So we're just going to do it this way, and it's going to be fun. All right, so this cycle, this is the weirdest cycle I've ever done. I am taking a few liberties on this cycle. I will say though, this is very, very, very similar to how I train all my personal train clients. So it's tested, it's there. There's lots of science and lots of books and stuff involved, but I won't bore you with that. But it's only going to be a 3 week cycle, and then a pre and post, so 5. So and then the last week will be more of a transition, I would say, than anything. So one very exciting thing is we are going to do a 5K row and a 5K run in the pre-test. So it'll be exciting and fun. Okay, and then a couple other benchmarks, but predominantly it's going to be ollie lifting or repeat training. Now, the repeat training, there will be less variance in this cycle, meaning the quote unquote metcons are going to be metcons. We will still do conditioning, but it will be, again, in the style of repeat training, and the movements will be consistent throughout the cycle. And I have a belief, though, that true variance in a program means that there are periods of not much variance, right? So if I take a section of my training cycle and say I'm not going to change anything, that's different than always changing things. So there's that. Now, these workouts will be separate, different rather. And then on Wednesday, we will do some ollie assistance training rather than just ollie lifting. And again, a different style of repeat training here. Barbell and axle on Tuesdays for the rebuild. That's going to be fun, different. Midline focus Metcon both those days. On Thursday, we'll be doing double kettlebell training. And again, that allows for a little more cohesive of a stimulus, I would say, is why, right? So why have periods of not that much variance? You get a little more cohesive, like I said, of a training result. So it allows you to get better, basically, at a thing, rather than just always changing things. Friday, very fun. It's going to be dumbbell or kettlebell intervals, and you'll see what that looks like. And then hill sprints. I think we're going to try, doing 3 weeks of just hill sprints every Friday. I don't know if anybody will ever show up, but it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. I'm very, 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 very excited to see how people react to it, and most importantly, the results that we get. I feel very good about it. And again, I've done things like this for a long time, just with the typical structure that we have at the gym. This is not a cycle that we would do. But again, in the name of variance, let's throw it in there and see. Warm-ups, very consistent from last cycle, except we're going to have new structure, but still plyos, med ball crawling, some rotational stuff on the rebuild days. Okay, have fun. You're going to see a picture of a cat, or rather than a picture of a cat, an actual cat. Bill. Bill. Hello.